Y'all really watch this shit? Recently I've been seeing lots of TikToks about romance anime, and I looked at my notes and I realized I don't have that many on my to watch list that we all have. So I decided to give it a chance. I wanted to figure out what the genre was all about, and why the genre has gained so much popularity in the last few years. Hold on. Explain why you suggested Alicia hides her in Russian, whatever it was called.
Because it's literally peak fiction, a funny ass little romance. Most of them are literally boring as fuck. This one has some comedy attached to it, you know?
Okay. For those who don't know, Alya is a romance comedy that recently released back in summer of 2024. The anime is essentially a depiction of high schoolers and their love interest and drama. The anime holds similar to an anime I watched in the past called Toradora, which I also have my opinions on, which we'll get to later, but it begs the question, what is the genre of romance comedy? It's a pretty popular genre that has definitely gained a lot of popularity for some reason since the pandemic. The gist to romantic comedy anime or manga are usually characters in their teens or even younger that build romantic interest with classmates or neighbors or maybe even someone from their past. It can feel a little formulaic, but there's not much room for creativity. So it goes without saying, I'm not a fan. I don't know what it is, but goddamn is watching one of these a fucking chore.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Like him at a kid's birthday party, and the part-time magician they hired for entertainment is pulling the most obvious tricks, but I can't say anything because I'll ruin it for the kids. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like the writers know I know what's gonna happen next, so they try to make a spin, but instead of the spin being genuinely interesting, I just end up not caring.
Nope. I'm doing this for no other reason than I want to. So I've got a message for Gramps. Don't bother Yuki about me anymore. If he has something to say, then tell him he can say it straight to my face.
Yes.
Like, I literally don't care. A big part for me is emotions. I want to feel strong emotions while I'm watching anime or anything for that matter. Because emotionless content is essentially just brain rot at some point. And if I'm not being emotionally validated, I'm not gonna watch it. That isn't to say that the anime or piece of content needs to be action-packed with constant action, but there is definitely a way to present emotions on screen in such a way that the viewer can feel them profoundly. For example, Violet Evergarden. Masterpiece. A prime example of how a show that isn't action-packed but can so subtly portray such strong emotions. Like, that shit had a nigga tearing up. Like, where is this nigga? Can we find him? Where is the captain?
Sure, I'm the captain now.
Now explain, why do you watch anime like this?
Normally I don't watch anime like this, but when I do watch things like this, it's because I see it on my For You page on TikTok, and they show a pretty interesting clip, and I go check it out,
Okay, good answer. Thank you.
I stayed up all night watching that shit.
All night? And all night anime is Promised Neverland. It's erased. It's not that.
So ass. The manga sweeps.
What sweeps?
The manga.
The Promised. Oh yeah, season 2 was dog shit. I'm talking about season 1 though. I'm talking about season 1. Obviously, I'm talking about season 1. Season 1 is one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life.
They animated season 2, and I said, "What the fuck am I watching?"
You know what? I get it. Maybe it's the lack of strong emotions or extravagant plots. Maybe the simplicity of it all. One thing I will say is that these anime, they're kind of relaxing, no joke. For example, in Alya, sometimes, I'm not saying all that, there was an episode that particularly interested me. I was honestly very excited as I can relate to closing people off and feel like you can't depend on people, and I thought this was going to be a turning point, but the anime just went back to being very dry. But I think the archetype of anime watcher is someone who is more chill. Most of the time, romance anime are tailored towards men, which is why women usually don't watch romance anime, especially when recommended by men.